Happy October 30th, guys and gals, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope your Halloween holiday is a safe one. Getting some good treats or not. I guess you can have healthy treats on Halloween. Anyways, lot of new subscribers. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate that. I'd like to get some more. If you guys can, word of mouth is a wonderful thing. So I'd appreciate that, and I appreciate all the wonderful compliments that everyone has been paying. It's really nice to hear that kind of stuff, and I'm gonna do my best to keep you guys happy as well. A lot of Tool, a lot of Metallica requests. And for sure, there's plenty of material to go over there. I do want to expand a little bit. I know someone has requested Halloween, so I'm going to go ahead and dive into that sometime this week. But I going to try and keep it controlled, because if there's just too many coming in, it's going to get overwhelming. So one at a time, and I will do my best to give you guys what you're looking for. Which is an honest reaction, and there are going to be things I like, and there are going to be things I don't like. Anyways, today I got to get my Katatonia fix on, and I chose the song "Right Into the Bliss" from 1999. I believe it was off their Tonight's Decision album. It's a good album. I like that, and it's earlier in their career, and shows a lot of change from the early stuff from the early 90s, and then of course there's a major change that's happened since then, musically, sonically, where they're going with things. So, right into the bliss. Let's go. I really like Katatonia? You know, I'm okay with doing reactions on songs that I like. That's my pleasure, too. Anyways, hey, I don't know if you guys like Katatonia. I don't know if you guys care to. I would highly suggest them. I think their full body of work is amazing. I'll talk about my musical tastes some other time. Musically, this song was very simple in its structure, but solid. Simple isn't a bad thing. And I love how they make this sound like it's... You hear the crackling? Like it's a record player? That's so cool. I woke up with this song in my head, so I had to do this. I had to get my fix. There wasn't a solo. Didn't need to be. Katatonia is not a flash band. They're not. And they're not a band that has to have a solo. They have had solos in certain songs. And they've also had a revolving door of musicians from time to time. And what I really like about it, because the founders, Jonas and Anders, they've allowed the other musicians to express themselves musically within the confines of Katatonia, which I think is just wonderful. They're not just there to fill in space sonically, but it's only added to the texture of the band over the years and their depth. It's never changed the tone of the band, which I've always said. It's melancholy. They're a melancholy band. Their themes are always focused on the melancholy. The lyrics. I've said this before, and I'll continue to say it. Their lyrics are like poetry in many different levels. On one level, can't understand it, because a lot of poetry you just can't understand. Depending on what kind you understand, depending on what kind of poetry you read. But it really is. It's not. They're not reaching out there to find. We got to do the rhyming thing. You know. I mean, yes, rhymes are important, but it's just it's deep and it's vague enough for multiple interpretations. Into the Bliss. What can I say about Into the Bliss lyrically? I mean, I know Katatonia has over the years given birth to music that thinks about some sort of brooding darkness on the horizon. Now, whether that be an internal brooding darkness or that be what's coming for the human race. And I know they've talked about it in both terms. By a black road, giving a brief smile, something's on the way, forgotten for a while, and you try to speak this without a voice down by a black road. We try to forget and try to make it through. Someday we'll go further from this, right into the bliss. Someday we'll try to leave this place for another. There's so many ways that can be taken. And a lot of their earlier stuff, there's not a lot of lyric. So what happens is the verse is repeated, but some things are changed. They keep pushing me so far from every chance, makes it so much harder for me to carry on. So I try to speak this without a thought down by a black road. We try to forget and try to make it through. And then just a repeating of the chorus. Someday we'll go further from this, right into the bliss. Some night we'll try to leave this place for another. Something bad happening? Are they planning on doing something bad to themselves to make something happen? you know, there's so many different ways that it can be taken, but this is art. And art is expression of the human spirit. And just the whole... What Katatonia does has captivated me over the years. And there's only one other band that has done it. And those of you that know me know what I'm talking about. And I haven't done those reviews yet because that's just going to be a monster. Huge fan base out there. Anyways, that's it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the time that you take to tune in and listen to my thoughts, and the time that you take to react and put in requests. I will do my best to get to all of your requests. I imagine at some point it might be too big for one person to get to them all, so I'll have to find a way of maybe keeping track, writing down a list or something like that. As far as the live music is concerned, the stuff that you guys have requested that are live, what I want to do is I'm using a couple of devices here to make these recordings, and so I need to streamline what I'm doing in order to do that, because my vision is at that point to do a picture-in-picture video, so that, you know, when you're doing live, you gotta see what the person's seeing, what they're reacting to, what's going on stage. I don't think you can just listen to a live and get the fullness of it. It's got to be coupled with a video of the live performance. So yeah, I mean, I'll get a little bit more into the 21st century when it comes to how I do this. I'm not interested in doing headphones at all, because yeah, I'm just not interested at this point. Everyone else does it, you know. I'm kind of me in a way, and I'll do things a little bit differently. So yeah, but maybe one day I'll put them on. Who knows? Anyways, thank you very much. Trick or treat safely. Stay safe. Situational awareness. Watch out for your kids. And remember, there's a lot of crazy drivers out there, so you got to keep an eye on what's going on out there as well on the roads. And be smart. Be safe. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.